Welcome back, welcome back. Shout out to the wolves and the ninjas. We're gonna do the Shadow Room, and we're gonna see what we learned today.
As a gangbanger, right? When you go on a mission, you might, when you're looking for your so-called enemy, you driving through a different hood down the street. You know it's an invisible line. You cross this street, now you in another hood.
But next time, I want you to make sure.
Time to get that up.
Do you know who I am?
Used to be Marlo's bank, but Marlo ain't around no more. I'm thinking some of that money need to be mine.
You just a boy.
As a gangbanger, right? When you go on a mission, you might, when you're looking for your so-called enemy, you driving through a different hood down the street. You know it's an invisible line. You cross this street, now you in another hood, and you hunting. And when you looking, you gonna pass up the dude that's dressed square, right? You gonna pass up a dude from a different race. When you see somebody that's dressed like you dress, and got the walk like you got, and got the body language like you gonna say, there you go, get him. And that's deep.
Whew.
You know what I'm saying? When you really unpack that.
That's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? You looking for yourself just on the other side of town. And you gonna hop out and attack him and try to down him in a real way. And being caught up in gangbanging culture, you don't think that deep. You just think of, these niggas came through and shot the hood up. We about to go back through there and return the fight. As a gangbanger.
If you go in with a note on a bank robbery and it says, give me the money and nobody will get hurt. If you hand that to the teller and she gives you $5,000, you're probably looking at doing 3 years. What'll happen is, let's say she's not moving very fast and the guy goes, back up, back up.
The average job, you'll probably make $20,000 a year to go to work at a regular stupid fucking job. But a lot of people would rather steal $5,000 and do 3 years. Do the math. Is it worth it? I'm not gonna beat my body to go work. I'm gonna be lazy and take drugs, and it's stealing, it's fasting, and then I could just, it's $5,000. It's not worth it. You can go to work and make $20,000 in a year with a part-time job. You can fuck around and do half the work like most of the other people in the world and still get paid. If you're going to steal, go to jail for a real, well, the more you steal, the longer you go. But you do the math. This is what made me not be a criminal. Because I said, yo, bro, you're not smart enough to rob banks and all this other shit. You don't have ties to fucking people that help you get, super fucking internet shit. And so all you can do is petty crimes like this. Go get a fucking job because it's not worth it.
Back up. And he reaches over and grabs the drawer and dumps the drawer, and then he leaves. There's an enhancement for kidnapping. And the definition of kidnapping, if you simply move someone from one point to another just by directing them,
Controlling my movement.
then that's kidnapping. So now this guy who should have got 3 years, I give you a note, they give me $5,000, I leave the bank. I should have gotten 3 years for bank robbery. Instead, what you get is you committed a bank robbery under the threat of force, and you told them to move back. They also charge you with kidnapping. So now you're looking at 20 years. If you go in with a note.
Most people don't go in with a note. You usually go in with a gun that's not registered, so that's another 10 to 5 years. Then every bullet, and they say that's 5 years. This is how people end up going to jail for $5,000 for most of their life. I'd rather be homeless and broke and beg 5,000 people for $1. I'm gonna see more than 5,000 people in fucking 1 year.
A toxic job can drain your spirit, but you can escape. First,
That's the reason why most people don't want to work. Because they're the freedom of reality of, Adam, the earth is yours, go do whatever you want. There's enough land and everything that I don't need to work. I don't don't give a fuck about your society way. I should be able to go fucking build something somewhere and mind my motherfucking business. But you can't. If you don't go play man's world, you can't go back to the father's world and just go build shit. Because people own it, and you don't. So you have to work. Well, unfortunately, if you mix that with the laws of what God told Adam, you're going to work to the day you die, dog. You're going to till the ground. So you're going to work regardless. You get it? If you're out there in the woods, in your own house, in your own... You're going to have to eat, you have to work. One way or another. There's no such thing as not having to work. Doesn't matter if you're a homeless man on the street. Putting your hand out is work. Surviving on the street is the hardest thing, I think, in the world. And the people that do it every day, I salute them. The people that make careers out of it, oh my God, they get the biggest salutes in the world. I once met a homeless man that literally explained to me how homelessness is a job and how it works of using your kindness, your smarts. You gotta learn certain, like this nigga had the whole city on smash. You get it? He knew where anybody nice was gonna be so he could be there. He knew to not be a dirty, filthy motherfucker, so, because you're not presentable, they're not going to want to give it to you. All that, the worse you look shit, they give it to you. No, that's not the world we live in. The worse you look now, the less people want to give it to you, which makes you look worse. So he knew to keep some type of hygiene. Not hit the booze before he goes and asks. So he's not belligerent. You know? Make friends with someone. Do a dance or whatever the fuck he used to do. And he made a routine out of it where he actually, he said this is my job. He's like, I made a living off of this. Like, he's like, oh, I'd go fucking live in an apartment right now if I wanted. I got money. I have money saved up. And I'm looking at this man like, why are you living on the street then? I'm having a conversation with a man as I'm thinking I'm getting put out. Stressing. And this homeless man is telling me to keep doing what you're doing and you'll find a way and all that. And if you end up homeless, so what? Do the same shit you would do at a job out here. Don't fuck around. I said, yo, that's crazy, bro. Like,
Acknowledge the toll it's taking on your mental and physical health. Second, update your resume and start networking. Opportunities come to those who seek them. Third, save money. Financial security gives you the freedom to leave. Fourth, set a deadline. Having a timeline keeps you focused and motivated. Fifth, explore new paths. Identify what truly excites and fulfills you. Sixth, stay professional. Don't burn bridges. Leave with dignity. Finally, take the leap. Fear of the unknown is natural, but staying in a toxic environment is worse. Stoicism teaches us that courage is acting despite fear. Leave, and you'll open the door to a brighter future.
and that's the reality of any toxic situation. You know? That's the understanding of you cannot win every battle. You know? Some things in the world are going to stay the way they are. You're not there to change things. You're there to make your money. And if you don't like the environment, if you can't handle it, well, move on. It's going to be hard, though, because, you know, people aren't so happy when people want to leave.
Why do we think that they didn't try them out? We know that the Egyptians had boats. I mean, if there were boats 4,500 years ago, them out in the ocean, that doesn't make any sense, especially if they existed 1,000 years prior.
Archaeologists wouldn't argue that the Egyptians had boats, but that is still within the framework of accepted history. It's the notion of a global navigating culture in the...
Really? they can build something we can't build now, but they wouldn't figure out how to sail across the world. Yeah, oh yeah, okay, yeah, sure.
Ice Age that archaeologists can't swallow. It's a subject that I've kept on coming up against over a number of years. I think the best evidence for it is ancient maps.
I don't need an ancient map. The hieroglyphics in the Grand Canyon, so, you know, and then there was big ass pyramids all over America, and there's pyramids, you know, so, you know, because you know when you go places, every human being has a really weird problem with saying, I was here. You know how all of us regular people do it now? Like the kids, they spray paint on the wall. I was here. James, they write in the cement. James was there. I was here. Get it? People leave their fingerprint all over the fucking place. It's just this reality of reality. And seeing that, you know.
I first explored this in Fingerprints of the Gods, and I've touched on the mystery again. We're talking about maps that were drawn roughly between the 1300s and the 1700s. In other words, in relatively recent history. However, these maps were largely based on much older...
Why do we think...
Oh, okay. I get it.
You don't choose your life calling. Your calling chooses you. That's why it's called call. You don't call, it calls you. When you open yourself up to understanding certain spiritual principles in life, basic, simple, nothing difficult. Don't need all those letters after your name. All you need to do is have what is called a Ma'atian heart. Have a pure heart, have a good heart, have the Creator's heart. And when you open up your airwaves, your ancestors will start to talk to you because you are born with your calling long before you were ever born. Long before you were ever conceived, you were given a job to do, and that's your divine calling. So your call comes to you. And as you move through life and as you experience certain things, if you're on the track that's heading towards your destiny, see, you have Ma'at. Ma'at is justice, righteousness, reciprocity, balance, harmony. And on the path of Ma'at is where you are on your road to your destiny and what you were called for. And the longer that you go on this road, as you become an elder and you get more mature and you're moving through, your journey becomes clearer. And the journey is without a destination. Life has no destination. It is a simple journey. Your destination is to join the ancestors. But you don't know that destination until you finally get there. You don't.
There's this great mystery about what...
Yeah, you know who it is, your boy Kiss, man. I see a lot of these crates going around. I just want to let you know, if you want to do anything involving the milk crate, you better holler at my man Aaron LeCrate.
There's this great mystery about 144,000 people who will one day receive a mark from God on their foreheads. They are redeemed from the earth, ministers of the apocalypse.
Yeah, you know.
There's this great mystery about 144,000 people who will one day receive a mark from God on their foreheads. They are redeemed from the earth, ministers of the apocalypse. But these people must come from specifically the 12 tribes of Israel. See?
Yeah, you know.
There's this great mystery about 144,000 people who will one day receive a mark from God on their foreheads. They are redeemed from the earth, ministers of the apocalypse. But these people must come from specifically the 12 tribes of Israel. See, it begins with 12,000 people from this tribe named Judah, which interestingly translates to praise or thankfulness. Another 12,000 people are marked from the tribe of Reuben, which actually means see a son. Then 12,000 are marked from the tribe of Gad, which means luck has come, before another 12,000 are marked from the tribe of Asher, which means happy or blessed. And then 12,000 are marked from Naphtali, which means my struggle or wrestling. And then 12,000 from Manasseh, which means causing to forget. 12,000 from Simeon, which means herd. 12,000 from Levi, meaning attached or joined. 12,000 from Issachar, which means recompense or reward. 12,000 from Zebulun, which means dwelling or honor. Another 12,000 from the tribe of Joseph, which means he will add. Until finally 12,000 are marked from the tribe of Benjamin, which actually means son of the right hand. But interestingly, If you translate all of their names together, you actually get these beautiful song lyrics. And this is how it goes. Praise, see, a son, luck has come, a true blessing. The struggle has caused us to forget, but if we hear him and join him, then there is reward. We shall dwell with him, and he will add to us the son of his right hand.
Most dudes is ruining their life is they woman. 5 people you're around the most is gonna be who you are. You're gonna be the average person of 5 people you hang around. And they tax. Most dudes is ruining their life is they woman. 5 people you're around. Most dudes is ruining their life is they woman. 5 people you're around the most is gonna be who you are. You're gonna be the average person of 5 people you hang around. And they forget the most important person is gonna be your significant other because you with that person every day. Dudes always choosing some bum ass broad to with. What do that make you? That's why you losing, because she's encouraging you to spend money you know you should save. She's encouraging you to go on a vacation when you know you should be handling your business. She's encouraging you to go out to eat every day knowing damn well, 1, you got shit to do, and 2, that food is bad. She's encouraging you to watch Netflix when you should be working on that business. It's already hard enough to do those things you need to do, but now you got somebody who's actively trying to give you a way out. It's going to be easy to give in. And that's why I always tell dudes, man, stop looking at looks first. Because you're looking at looks first when you should be looking at character first. Man, you have the right woman by your side that's on your same type of time, man, you're going to make millions. And most dudes is ruining their life is they want.
Yeah, I'm lonely sometimes because I can't hang with everybody. I have morals. I believe in certain things ain't going to happen around me. Yeah, I'm lonely sometimes because I can't hang with everybody. I have morals. I believe in certain things ain't going to happen around me. Yeah, I'm lonely sometimes because I can't hang with everybody. I have morals. I believe in certain things ain't gonna happen around me. I told they was gossiping about somebody and talking about what some artist had done. And I said, were you there? And they said, yeah. I said, well, did they feel comfortable enough to do that kind of stuff around you? Because they wouldn't have done that around me. So that also says something about you.
Yes, sir.
If you were there and it went down and you did nothing, that tells me about you. Yeah, I'm lonely sometimes.
Floyd Mayweather used to have crazy workouts and he would crack open a Pepsi. And people are like, what the f*** is he doing? He's crazy. But no, he's not. He's smart. And you would think there's no way this guy, he treats his body like a temple. But he does. He's smart. That guy did it the right way. Never drank, never partied, would run home from the club at 2. If boxing is hit and don't get hit, who's better than Floyd? How many people cracked it in his career? Shane cracked him. Mike Tyson knocked his tooth out and then would carry it around on a gold necklace.
How much hatred do you have for somebody where you're like, what?
See it in the fight. It flies out of his mouth, and one of the cornermen saw it and grabbed it. That's second. Floyd Mayweather used to have a crazy.
And that's why when people say Floyd is whatever you say about him, how bad his career was, I always be like, yo, bro, did you not see those hits? Oh yeah, the people he was fighting was actually really good. And it looked like he blocked all of that shit. Nah, there was a couple, like every fighter that he fought hit him. And they hit him with good shots, decent ones. But only a few can hit him with shots that, coulda, shoulda put him down. But his movement was just too much, and his chin was miraculous only because it didn't get hit as much. Most boxers have strong jaws, but because you box and train for so long, you have to practice and all this, it's known that a lot of people get their jaw broken and keep boxing. They get the cauliflower ears, they get all these little injuries, your shoulder getting hurt, your back going out because you're not training properly, you're partying, you're fucking around. You're not realizing your body is a car now, and that car gets you paid. See, Floyd's understood, just like Muhammad Ali. This is what I was born to do. I'm the greatest. I don't care what nobody says. In my time, no one's gonna do what I'm doing. That's it. You know why? Because they just want to box. They're good at it. People train them, and it's a thought. For him, it was a goal. It was because the story that I hear from him, his father was a boxer and he wanted to be just like his daddy. But there's only so many people that train. I've heard many, many different boxer stories. The grown up poor, abuse. So there's like who doesn't get that? There's millions. This is why certain people I look at as better champions than others. Because some people literally have to go through so much young. And then they dedicate to what the things they want to do. Where it becomes all they want and all they know. And then people wonder why the person can do what they're doing. Because that's what it takes to become the thing you want to be. You have to really want it that bad.
Used to have a crazy.
What we beefing about? If I ain't grow up with you, if it ain't real smoke, what we beefing about? Beef is when it's, you know what I'm saying, I know what's up, you know what's up, right? Ain't really nothing to talk about. You the only one that's mad, can't be beef. You just...
Floyd, man.
What we beefing about?
There's always a time to let things go. There's certain people you don't beef with, Even if you have a problem. You have problems with people, that's normal. Regular people to the military, everyone has a problem with somebody or something. Something happens. Keeping it going, that's beef. Most people don't even know why they don't like people anymore. They just say, we war with these people, we beef with these people, and can't even remember why.
I ain't grow up with you if it ain't real smoke. What we beefing about? Beef is when it's, you know what I'm saying, I know what's up, you know what's up, right? Ain't really nothing to talk about. You the only one that's mad, can't be beef. You just upset. I don't tap into no drama, none of that. That ain't never been a thing that I wanted to even be associated with. Ain't no money there. I want to go get some money, man, and smile and travel the world. I don't want to be... I could have just stayed in the hood and did that forever if that's what I would want to do. Like, nobody gonna come get money to go backwards. Like, you know what I'm saying? What we do?
When trying to do a GTA mission in real life gets your life in prison.
Canva complete with...
When trying to do a GTA mission in real life gets your life in prison.
Really?
Meet Chicago's biggest crash outs, Lil Fats and Lil Twan. It was originally 4 people on this mission, but you'll be shocked when you...
Like, I know this is not, much that can be done, but can people talk to some of these children?
Hear about what happened to the other 2. They decided to rob an armored truck loaded with cash parked outside of Bank of America. Lil Twan would jump out a stolen vehicle and attempt to grab a container, but struggled. Lil Fats and the 2 other suspects would start at the security guard. LaShonda Harts was one of the security guards that lost their life. Wow. She was a mother trying to provide for her kids and was new on the job. Lil Fats and Twan were unable to get the container and fled the scene, but on their way back, they decided to rob a phone store. They finally make it back home. Lil Fats would park the car and 2 of the other suspects with him, so there won't be anybody testifying against him in court. One of the 2 suspects that he was his cousin. A SWAT team was called, and him and Lil Twan were both arrested moments. When trying to do a
Oh boy, that's crazy.
Everybody know. If niggas gonna be around me, you gonna be my brother, my partner, my business associate, nigga. You gotta be able to either teach me something, show me something, or everybody know. If niggas gonna be around me, you gonna be my brother, my partner, my business associate, nigga. You got to be able to either teach me something, show me something, or help me do something. And I need to be able to teach you something, show you something, and help you do something. Because if you can't use me, then I'm useless. If I can't use you,
then you useless. And then who the fuck wants to be in a circle full of people with nothing is being utilized? Right? That's idle time. I thought that's what the devil's playground is, idle time.
That's my say.
Message! If niggas...
I realized that I'm not like the rest of them. So I'm gonna be alone. I stand for something. Morals mean something to me. My people mean something to me, so I can't...
Watch you let it...
I realized that I'm not like the rest of them. So I'm gonna be alone. I stand for something. Morals mean something to me. My people mean something to me, so I can't hang with everybody.
Yeah.
And I found myself lowering who I was so I can be comfortable with other people. But what I realized, if I'm comfortable with God, I'm comfortable anywhere I go.
God, remove from my path everything that prevents me from prospering. Keep me away, Lord, from distractions, doubts, and people who do not bring peace.
You want me to show you right now?
God, remove from my path everything that prevents me from prospering. Keep me away, Lord, from distractions, doubts, and people who do not bring peace. May all fear, negativity, and insecurity be removed from my life so that I can follow the path you have prepared for me. Give me discernment to recognize what I need to leave behind, and the courage to walk away from everything that does me no good. Guide my steps with your wisdom, leading me to opportunities that bring growth, peace, and fulfillment. Lord, strengthen my heart with patience and trust so that I never give up on my dreams, even in the face of challenges. Teach me to walk with humility and faith, knowing that true victory comes from you. Bless my days, Father, with your presence and the certainty that I am never alone. May your light illuminate every decision, driving away the shadows of doubt and drawing me closer to your grace. May I prosper in everything I do, but may my heart remain forever grateful and humble. Thank you, Lord, for protecting me, for being my refuge and shield. May every obstacle overcome be proof of your care and a step toward the abundant life you have prepared for me. Let my journey be marked by your love, your peace, and the guidance of your Spirit. God.
All love, all praise to the Most High.